Hey friends, I am Michael Kingswood. It is story time. It's actually the end of story time almost. Sort of the end of one story, the beginning of another, because as you know, as this thing implied, this is the finale of my Kickstarter campaign for Warfare Qualified, the Icaran Confederation Navy novel that I have been working on for a long time. Military sci-fi at its finest. And as you know, it would be at its finest because why? Because it's coming from me. Why is it awesome if it comes from me? Well, A, I'm an awesome writer, but also 20-year Navy veteran, submarine officer for a long time. So beyond that, a bunch of other things, big cross section what the Navy does besides submarines. And for the longest time, I've been reading science fiction, military sci-fi. I'm like, man, these guys do a good job, but it doesn't sound like a Navy. It doesn't sound like Navy Pierce personnel. And so I said, okay, I'm going to do it better. I'm going to do it my way. And so I've been working on this for several years now and have been, I think, crushing it. And it's just about ready to go. So we're running the Kickstarter campaign to get it out there to the world. It's been going for the last 3 weeks, and man, the campaign's been going great. But it ends tomorrow at noon Pacific time. So I figured I'd come here, do a quick live stream, just shine a little bit more light on it. What little light is my live streams get, because I don't have that big an audience yet, but we're growing it, so that's good. But I want to take some time and just show off a little bit. First, I want to show off the coffee cup. Had these made. This is the emblazoned with the emblem of the ship that is featured in this book, Warfare Qualified. And me and my youngest son, we made a chocolate raspberry smoothie that we're drinking out of it. And so that's its own brand of fun and awesome. But let's get over to the campaign page, shall we? So I can show you exactly how neat things have been going. And it has been quite neat. Uh, let's have a look. All right, so Warfare Qualified. This little thing sometimes pops up when I come to it. It's a little thing from KickTrack projecting out. Now, I initially set a $300 goal for this campaign because that's what I usually do. I'm always sure I can hit that. But as you can see, we are totally crushing it, blowing it out of the water almost 7 times that goal met, which is great. I initially set a whole bunch of stretch goals out there to take us all the way to $1,500 because I was like, man, if we can get to $1,500 on this campaign, that'd be great. Be a best exceed expectations. Awesome. I did a few other things getting ready for this to spread the word around, and figured there was a shot of getting all the way to that $1,500 level, but I wasn't sure, and we blew past it in the first week, and it's like, well, shoot. So I had to lay out a whole bunch more stretch goals, which we've gotten through a few of them, and we've hit 11 stretch goals total for the campaign since it started, and I've got a few more laid out. Now, if those, we've got 24 hours to go, getting to these final stretch goals, I don't know. We'll see. Well, here, let's just scroll all the way down to them. I've already showed all the rewards. It's pretty much what you'd expect. You can get the book, an ebook, hard book, paperback, or a full color hard book. You can add my fantasy series here, the Glimmer Veil Chronicles. You can get the short fiction year collection that I did last year. You can get all the short fiction I've ever written. You can add another sci-fi novel I put in. You can become a character in a story of mine in the future, and you can die or live, be a good guy or a bad guy. You can have me write a story the way you want it to. It'll be my story. You don't get to sell it or anything. I get to keep it and do professional stuff with it, but it's written for your entertainment and you'll love it. You can commission a story. We got all these great add-ons. I showed you the coffee mug. We've also got t-shirts, and we got the ball cap. Can't have a good Navy experience without a Navy ball cap. And I should be wearing my ship ball cap right now, but I'm not because I suck. And I'm not going to get up and leave you guys to go get it. Oh well. Now the stretch goals. We went through. I have written a bunch of short stories set in this Icaran Confederation Navy universe. 7 of them so far, as you can see there. We got them all checked off, and now I owe backers of the campaign 3 more stories that I have not yet written yet to fill out a 10-story collection. That took us to 1,500. I have written some other stories set in this political entity called the Icaran Federation that doesn't necessarily have to do with the Navy. I wrote had 3 of them that I reminded myself that I had, and I put those as stretch goals. This Lifeboat Blues one is unlocked. We unlocked it yesterday morning, and so all of those are done. And so that brings us to the final stretch goal batch. There are other political entities in my sci-fi universe. One of them is the Korathi Empire, which is an empire ruled by an emperor. Duh. Anyway, but them and the Confederation don't know each other yet. And I initially, the Korathi Empire I wrote first. And I had the vision. I just had the notion. I had watching some old Voltron videos, and I was like, "Hey, man, I wonder what if Prince Lotor wasn't like the chewing up the furniture, reveling in evil kind of dude, but what if he didn't realize his empire was evil, and it was just what he grew up with? Because why would he realize it was evil? It would just be normal." And then what would happen if he realized it was evil and he maybe didn't like it? Well, then he'd have some decisions to make. So I wrote this novella, Veritas Morte, about Prince of this Korathi Empire, Prince Lucian, and I liked it. So I wrote a few more shorter stories on short stories and novelettes set in that same area, the same political area, and at the same time started developing the Confederation as well. Now I have 6 short stories / novelettes and the 1 novella from the Korathi Empire. I figured, well, I might as well parallel the ICN, and if we get all the way up to this final $3,500 level, I'll write some more Korathi Empire stories and make 2 10-story collections for all of you backers who love me and are back in the campaign. Now, that would be awesome to do. Is that going to happen? We've got 24 hours left. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt we'll get to this final stretch goal. If we did, that would be amazing. And I have, all kinds of fun writing those extra stories to give to y'all. Because, holy smokes, that'd be great. But that's part of the reason why we're doing this stream is to close it out with a bang and see if we can get some little bit of light and heat shown on this thing and maybe get the last few people in here. So far we've had 53 backers to get us over to the almost $2,100. Interestingly enough, from my perspective, 30 of those people have never backed anything of mine before. So I was like, well, shoot, we are getting the word out better, and that's awesome. So super psyched. Things are going really well, and I couldn't be happier and couldn't be more thankful to the folks who have been back in the campaign. Yeah, it's going to be great. I have promised through the campaign page that books should be ready to go around the end of the year. I think I said December. Depending on if we hit that extra stretch goal or not, I may have to take a little longer than that because, writing extra stories to fill out those 10-story collections. But maybe not. We'll see. But in the meantime, we got a lot of work to do between now and the end of the year to get everything done. We've got a bunch of artwork that we commissioned to go in the book. That's the reason why we're doing the full cover hardback version, because the artwork is, of course, colored. And we're doing a bunch of, now that we got a whole bunch of other stories let's put together, collections to make. There will be a fair amount of work to do to get it better. Plus, actually formatting, especially the hardback with the dust jacket and all that sort of thing. It takes a little bit of time to format and, editing and all that other sort of thing. So end of the year, maybe early next year, I will be all ready to get it out to backers, and that'll be good. So yeah, things are going well here in the campaign. Super happy with it. 24 hours left to go. If you haven't yet gone to the page to back it, now is the time. You should definitely get over to michaelkingswood.com/ICN kick. That'll get you to the Kickstarter page, and you can then back the campaign to your heart's delights, give it all kinds of money. That's be good times. I am going to close this out now. It's keeping it short and sweet, adding a little light and heat to the world. Hope you guys, thanks to you guys who have backed it. Thanks to you guys who are going to. I'm going to play the promo video again, and I'm going to head out to take care of some other business. Thanks again. I'll see you next time. Next time being two things going on this week. First of all, I saw that my favorite band, Nightwish, has a new single out, so I'm going to do a little reaction to that because I love doing music reaction things. It's kind of fun. And Story Saturday. Story Saturday is when I read stories that I've written on Saturday. Shocker, right? Right now we're going through the stories from last year, and I think this year is supposed to be Sebastian's Inferno, which I don't. Yeah, this week is supposed to be Sebastian's Inferno. It was actually supposed to be last week, but last week got away from me, and it was pretty much a scramble all week with schedule and cash flow and all that sort of thing. But we're definitely going to read that story this week, and we'll go on track for that thing. So that'll be Saturday. Come back here onto the channel. It won't be a live stream; it'll just be a video. But come back here on the channel and check that out, and that'll be awesome. But between now and then, definitely go back the Warfare Qualified campaign. Thank you very much. Long time. I'll see you later. Don't do anything I wouldn't do until then.